Hey, what's up guys? It's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's look, I'm going to try to do it rather quickly. I like to try to shorten my videos a little bit. But anyway, we're going to just get started. And please forgive my face. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but I started breaking out. I'm going to try the best I can to cover that up. But I have no idea why I'm breaking out. I have like 4 zits on my face right now, but we're just gonna keep going here. I just got a brand new palette. As you guys know, Too Faced is one of my favorites. It's one of the higher end products, but you can also buy something a lot cheaper if you like. I mean, Maybelline has a great palette that's similar to this. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette. And I really wanted to try it because the colors are absolutely gorgeous. And this is the inside of the palette. Look at all these gorgeous colors. I think these are pretty. What I like, as you guys know, I'm a big sparkly person. I love these shimmers. And what's great about Too Faced products that I really like is that they come with a little tiny pamphlet, and it gives you 4 looks in this. So that if you're new to makeup, you've never tried it, it gives you step-by-step where to put the colors. And the basic trick is just to make sure you blend these colors in really well. Like with any makeup, you want to make sure that you blend your eyeshadow in so you don't see any harsh edges or anything. And this is what I'm going to use. Now this has 4 looks, and my goal is to show you all 4 looks and how easy it is to do it. I mean, I'm just going to be kind of winging it, but doing my best I can with the shades, so I might have to keep looking down. But that's what I like about these palettes. I think the Pumpkin Spice palette, any of their palettes usually has what shades to use, and this is the look I'm going to try today. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a nude lipstick or red. With an eye look like this, I think you could go with a red lip color. We'll see. If not, I'll just take it off and put something else on. I have kind of makeup all over the place right now, and different shades that I have in a little bucket next to me. So this color, I don't know what color she has on, or the blush or anything, but this is the eye look I'm gonna attempt to recreate. Now, as always, I've done my brows. I prime my eyelids with some concealer, and we're gonna start. And I did clean my brushes, but there was one that I had a little trouble with because I wear makeup during the week anyway. So we're just gonna get started. I'm flumbering as usual. Let's see, it says you start with the brow bone, but I don't usually like to start that way. I'm gonna actually start with the second step, and that's just to blend warm rose into crease in lower lash line. So I'm gonna grab my brush, my little fluffy brush, forgive it, it's a little dirty right now, but I think this might be a little too big, but I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's a little cleaner. Like I said, I do wash my brushes a lot, but it never fails that when I go to do a video, they're dirty. So it says blend warm rose. Let's see. I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. All right, just give me time. I haven't even opened this palette yet. This is the warm rose right here, and it says you're gonna put that in your crease. So I'm gonna dip into a little bit of the product, and I know this brush is probably a little bit too big, but I'd rather use a clean brush so you guys can really see the effect of the color. You tap on the exit, and what you're gonna do is start here and just use a windshield washer movement. Oh, that's kind of pretty. This is a very neutral, soft look. I usually use, you guys know I tend to go bold and bright, but I'm just gonna show you that if you're new to makeup, that you can just use a light shade. And you're gonna blend that in. Windshield washer, move it like that. And I'll add a little more. This is gonna be very neutral, very pretty, soft, I'm hoping. And I think this would be a good palette to start with. Like I said, even the Maybelline Nudes New York, they have a palette too that's less expensive, and it has some really pretty shades in it too. And I'm just blending that in. And the brushes I'm using are from Morphe. And it doesn't have numbers on them, came in a little pouch, and these work really well. Okay, now it says I'm gonna use the highlight brow bone with Petal. So I'm gonna get another brush. Let's see. I'm gonna get this one. It's a little flat. I think this will work okay. And it says to use warm rose. Let's see. Oh, sorry, looking at the wrong. Highlight the brow with Petal. So we're gonna go find Petal. It's this shade right here. It's a lighter shade. And it's really pretty. It's kind of a pinky nude. These are all like browns, beiges, and like a rose gold color in these, and I think they're really pretty. Now this is probably a lighter look that I've ever done. I usually go really pretty bold. And you're just gonna go, I'm gonna highlight under my brow bone and blend it in to the color that we got in the crease. And I just wanna use a little brush. I mean, you can use whatever brush you want that works well for you, but I wanna make it really soft. Now see, it doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on, which I think is good if you're new to makeup and you don't like bold colors. I've never gone this neutral before. I'm dying to see how it looks. Oh, that looks really pretty. And see, as you can see, you want to really blend it in. All right, that looks pretty good, I think. I don't think it looks bad. But I might want to just go in back with the warm rose just a little bit and just add a little bit more color to this outer part of my eye. Because sometimes when you blend, you take away color, so it's fine to go back in with that color and you keep doing it until you get the look you want. I'm just blending in right here a little bit more. All right, now the next shade I'm gonna go in with is Sparkling Plum, and you wanna put that all over your lid. And what I'm gonna do is get, let's see what I did with that brush. Oh, right in front of me. I'm gonna use this brush here. If you can see, it's wide, but it's flat. And what I'm gonna do is grab, excuse me for one moment, my setting spray that's right here, and I'm just gonna add a little bit onto my brush because it's a shimmery shade. And it just goes on better to pick up a shimmery shade with the brush. Now you can also use your fingers, so we're gonna see how this goes. It says Sparkling Plum. Sparkling Rum. Okay, so we're gonna go, and this is the Sparkling Plum color right here. As you notice, it's a very shimmery shade, and it's gonna go all over your lid. Yeah, I'm gonna use my finger. I think my finger's gonna work better. And I'm just gonna pack that on, use my finger. Yeah, it looks better. I don't know what it is with the shimmers, but it looks much better if you use your finger. You can use a brush, but I just feel like it just goes on better. A better payoff when you use your finger. And it's very light. You can see a touch of shimmer there, but it's not really dark. And now I'm gonna add some more with my brush. See if I can get a little bit more payout here. And you wanna pack it on. You don't wanna spread it around, you wanna pack it. And as you can see, I don't want to put too much of that, but it's a very subtle, very pretty shimmer. That looks really pretty. I like that. All right. And I don't have my doohickey that I used to wipe off the colors with, so I'm just using a little face cloth I have right now. Now, with the warm rose, I'm going to go back in, but I'm going to use this brush because it's a little flatter. And you want to go back in with the warm rose, and it goes under your eyelid, lower lash line. So I'm going to blend a little bit of that in there. And you can do this under your eyes after your foundation. I tend to do it before. I kind of go do things backwards, but you just want to put it, and you want to blend that out, smoke it out a bit. So far, I like this look. I'm really surprised because I usually go for like bold, bright colors, but I think with the holidays, this will add a nice little color. And if you're not used to makeup, I think this is a great palette to start with. Start with some nude shades. And then all you're gonna do is highlight the inner corner. So with the inner corner, it says you highlight it with rose gold. So rose gold, okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add just a little spray on my brush, because this is another shimmer shade. And sometimes the shimmer shades, it's just, you gotta add a little moisture or even like a little bit of water so it'll pick up the color better. Then you can take the rose gold, and I'm using a very little brush. As you can see, this is a little brush. It's very compact. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna, I'm gonna use my mirror here, and you're gonna dab a little bit in the inner corner. And what I like to do sometimes with this color is I'll bring it under my lash line a little bit, so it makes like a V shape, like in the corner. And oh, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's really pretty, and it's very subtle. The shimmer is very subtle, and I like that. So we're just gonna, that's not bad. Now I'm just gonna go in with a little, let's see. I'm gonna go in with a, well, it's not totally clean, fluffy brush, but now I'm just gonna go back over this just a little bit, just to make sure it's well blended. Look at that. I think this is perfect colors if you're not used to wear makeup. It does add some color to your eyes, and I think it looks really soft and pretty. And now that both eyes are done, you can see, let me just sort of blend this in some more. Oop, wrong brush. And I'm gonna add one of my favorite mascaras. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I find this works better. I mean, I like Maybelline, but this is just a higher end mascara, and I just think it works really, really well. It's worth the money, because as you can see, look at how better my lashes look with this. It works so good. It's one of my favorite mascaras. I tried several mascaras, but I find that the Too Faced, I don't know what it is in it. It's just the formula. It has a really nice brush. I love the shape of the brush. It just really makes a difference in my lashes. I've tried Maybelline mascaras, and they don't seem to give me the effect that this does. And I like it much better. But I do love the Maybelline lipsticks because they're long lasting and they work really well. See, look at the difference. Can you guys see that? It works really well. It's one of my favorite mascaras. And I don't mind spending a little extra money to make my lashes show up more, because I don't do falsies. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Maybelline Cover Stick Correcting Concealer. I don't use this a lot, but when I get redness in my skin, and I do have, as you know, where my face breaks out, and unfortunately sometimes I don't keep my fingers away from my face. I'm sure everybody has that. When you get a zit, you just want it gone. But I'm just gonna add a little bit of this to tone down the redness. See, it does work, and you just have to make sure you blend it. You don't want to blend it too much, like edit it, like tap it on. I tend to rub it a little bit just to get rid of that redness. And unfortunately, like I'm also, you know, it's just, I have no idea why I'm breaking out. I don't usually break out. I haven't broken out since like my 30s, my late 20s. All right, this is one look on this little pamphlet, and if you want to try it, I suggest try it. The shades go on really nice. They're creamy, they're soft. I think it does take a little bit just to build up the color, but I think that's okay, because if you just want a real neutral look and you don't want to go too crazy, you don't want anything too bright, I think this is really pretty. Okay, now the next thing, I'm trying a new foundation. It's still from Maybelline, but it's the Maybelline Up to 24-Hour Foundation. And I think the shade, let's see, is in 120 Classic Ivory. I went with a little deeper shade. I usually get like fair for foundation, but sometimes I think it makes my face look too pale, so I just went up one shade. This is brand new. I haven't opened it yet. Oh, thank God, it has a pump. I love the thing with a pump, because I don't like it just in the bottle. And I just ran out of concealer yesterday. I was gonna do this video yesterday, and then I'm like, my foundation's gone. So I'm using this, and forgive my makeup sponge. I think I gotta get some new ones. So it's gonna take probably a few, ooh. And that's the shade. It's a little bit more liquidy than I would like in my other foundation, but we're just gonna, yeah, it is a little darker than what I usually wear, but I want to add some little color to my face. I know you should pat this. I tend to blend it with a sponge. I like medium to full coverage depending on how my skin looks that day. As you get older, I find that, you know, I don't want to put too much foundation on. I don't know. It's a little bit more watery than my other one, but it's not bad. It goes on nice. I think it's covering pretty well. I just want like a foundation that lasts longer throughout the day. So I'm trying this. I've never tried the 24-hour, but I do like Maybelline foundations. I think they work really well. I haven't tried really the expensive foundation. Now you see I took too much off, I think. So I'm just gonna see if I can dab that foundation in that one spot and just pat it on a little bit. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect when my face breaks out, and if I don't keep my hands off my face, it's very hard to cover up where the zits are, because, you know, when you pick at your zits, unfortunately, that's what happens. It gets red, and you just want them gone. But I'm also, being a diabetic, it takes longer for me to heal. With cuts, anything like in my skin. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit to my forehead. I don't think the shade looks too bad. I don't know if it's like it's sometimes hard to tell in the lighting in this room because the lighting's not the best. I actually don't have my shades open right now in my makeup room slash office. Eventually, this is gonna be my home office too. My job is actually gonna have us go a few days a week, I think, working from home, which I'm kind of looking forward to see how that works out. I can save money on gas. As everybody knows, the gas prices are like really, really crazy right now. Now what I'm gonna do is grab some concealer, and this is the Instant Aging Wine Correcting Multi-Usage Concealer. And I actually, when I had makeup on the other day, I ran out of foundation. I used this like all over my face because that's all I had. I look very pale, and I know I'm trying my best to cover this up. It's better than it was. At least it's not so red and noticeable, but it does tend to poke through my skin a little bit. And I'm gonna put some concealer under my eyes. I don't know what it is. Being a redhead and being very fair-skinned, that's what happens. My skin gets red and it shows up the dark circles. I've never been one to put a lot of concealer under my eyes. I know younger people tend to do that, but I don't know. I just don't want to put too much because I don't want it caking and stuff. I do add powder sometimes, so it won't do that, but and I'm just trying to make sure that's all nice and blended. It's okay if you get concealer on your lips. And I said I was going to do a cut crease, but I actually didn't. I just was like, just going through the motions because I have to go out. Today's Sunday, so I haven't been to church in a while, so I'm going today. I've been having some issues with my lower back. I don't know why. Maybe you get to a certain age and it just starts bothering the crap out of you, but my lower back's been hurting for weeks. So it's just kind of hard to sit in front of a makeup mirror and do videos and stuff. I'm not very good at being consistent. I hope you guys understand that, but anyways, we'll just go to this. This is the Morphe face palette. It's one of my favorite palettes from them because it has your concealer. I mean, not your concealer, it has your bronzer, your brightener, your blush, and your highlighter all in one palette, which I really like. And what I'm gonna do, the contour is a little dark for me, but I think this is the lightest palette, but and I'm trying to not put too much of the contour because it is a dark shade. And I just really want to blend that in. I just put a little bit because I tend to put too much because it's very hard to tell when you're not looking in natural light. So when I go outside, then it looks darker than I intended it to be. So I know I'm blending it weird. It's just this is a skinny brush, so I kind of like to blend it upwards a little bit. And I know you can see it a little bit, but I don't want it too dark. And I'm gonna try some into my chin this time. I don't usually contour my nose and stuff. I've seen people do it, but I don't know. If you want to add the contour to your nose and stuff, go right ahead. I think I'm gonna try it, just a little bit. I don't usually do this. I don't know if it makes a difference on me or not. I have to tell. A little bit up here. And the thing is, when you use contour, being fair as I am, you gotta really blend it in, and you guys know I tend to use my fingers too. I just wanna make sure I blend that really well because you don't wanna see that dark line going across your forehead. And you can always use powder to soften up the look too. I don't think that looks too bad, but it's hard to tell. The lighting in here sucks, but that's the way it is. But let's see. And then I'm gonna go in with this nude, it's more like a nude blush, this color right here, because I don't want my face being too pink with this look. It's a nice soft neutral look, so I want to stick to a blush that's in the same color family. And it does, for some reason when I do these videos, the blush always looks darker in my phone than it does in the makeup mirror, which I don't get that, but so that's why I'm like excessively blending, because I want to make sure it looks good and it's not too dark. All right, now now what I'm gonna do is grab this fat brush. It's probably not the best brush for highlighter, but I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna use this golden shade right here. This one's kind of like a rose gold, but I think this other one will look better. And I'm just using this brush. I know it's not the right brush for highlighter, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Just right across highlight my cheekbones. And you want to make sure you brush it outwards. You don't want just like sometimes when I put a highlighter on it, it tends to sit right there. And you don't want that. You want it to make sure it goes all the way up and just blend it in, a little on my nose. That was a little cupid bow. This usually ends up coming off. Now, what I'm gonna try now is the red lipstick. I don't know if it's gonna look good or not, because I think with this neutral eye I can get away with a bold lip. If not, I will take it off later. And this is in Colorsensational, and this is in Very Cherry. Yeah, sometimes I get a little messy with these lip liners and stuff. All right. Now I'm gonna add the Superstay Matte Ink lipstick, and this is in the color, let's see, 118. I think it's called Dancer. Yep. It's very hard, you guys know, to read small print when I get my contacts in, because my contacts are actually bifocal contacts, which is pretty cool, but it just makes it a little tough to read small print. And these smell good too. And I love these because they last, like, you don't have to keep reapplying them. Like when you eat and stuff, they work pretty well. Yeah, you gotta make sure you get the inner part of your lip, like right there. Yeah, when it comes to red, I have to go a little slower because it's such a bright dark color. You want it to, you don't want it like all over your face or in your teeth, which I have a habit of doing. I don't think that looks too bad. The only thing I don't like is I'm gonna get my concealer and try to cover that up more. Yeah, I had trouble covering up these zits. I don't know what it is. The redness seems to poke through, but that's the thing. I'm trying to cover it up and I keep wiping it off, but I don't think it looks too bad. It looks a lot better than when I first sat down. I hope you guys think so. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys love this video, and I am gonna try to create the 3 other looks that come in that little booklet that comes with this. I think it's a really nice palette. The colors are really pretty. They're all light neutral shades. There's rose gold, there's shimmers. It's really, really pretty. And once again, before I go, I'm just going to show you the palette. It's called the Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette. And once again, these are the shades. Oops. It'd help if I take out the thing. And there's a plastic sheet on there too. I'm just leaving it on for now. But those are all the shades, and I think this would make a great Christmas present. And I think the colors are perfect. I think they're really pretty. I haven't tried all the colors yet, but I will in my, when I create some more looks with this palette. There's 3 other looks, and that's my goal, to show you the other 3 looks that you can do with this palette. So I hope you enjoyed this. And as always, if you like this video, you like the content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.